Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nimafar, and in this video, the third part and the last part of Advanced Tag Questions series, we're gonna talk about these topics. Double positive in tag questions, indefinite pronouns in tag questions, ain't and innit in tag questions, don't make this mistake, and universal tags. In the previous parts and videos, we've covered a brief review, intonation, negative other frequency, like for example, rarely, barely, scarcely, something like this. Opinion, I think, and can you versus can't you. We've covered them in our previous parts. Let's start with double positives. As we discussed in part 1, we've done that. We use a positive main clause like you are a teacher and a negative tag form, aren't you? And vice versa. For example, you are not a teacher, are you? To ask questions, seek for information, and many things. But what if we don't want to ask any questions and we just want to react or show some reactions? We can use double positives to show and to express anger, surprise, disbelief, emphasis, and sarcasm. Heads up, we do not use double positive to either ask or seek for confirmation. We use double positives to react to people's statements and sometimes to check if our assumptions are correct and true with a questioning or guessing tone. But how do we use double positive? Maybe you're asking this question yourself. So, we repeat the positive or affirmative sentence and we use a positive tag. We do not use double positive for negative sentences like she can't swim. No, only if it's positive. For example, this one. You are, for example, say, I'm buying a new PS5. Oh, you're buying a new PS5, are you? It's like a surprise. You're buying a new PS5, are you? You're sorry. So for example, I say, I'm sorry. You say, you're sorry now, are you? It's like anger. Oh, so you tell me a joke, for example, that, oh, you think you're funny, do you? It's like sarcasm. Sarcasm. You can speak, for example, say, I can speak English better than you. You can speak English better than me, can you? Disbelief. I don't believe. That's correct. And we can use so with that. For example, I've been teaching French for 3 years. So for example, you write in your CV and something like this, and I say, so you've been teaching French for 3 years, have you? That's lovely. We need a French teacher, something like this. And I'm a detective. So you're a detective, are you? My son's lost. Can you find him? For example. That was the final class of the term, was it? Here, you are trying to check if your assumption, you're just making some assumptions. If your assumption is correct, we shall say the main clause with a guessing or questioning tone. Next one. Indefinite pronouns. Okay, for example, somebody, someone, anybody, nobody, no one, anybody, anyone, everyone, everyone. These are some indefinite pronouns or subjects that we have in English, which here don't directly state who the subject is. For example, someone called me. Who? I don't know. For example. So the verb followed by these subjects are singular. We know that. Somebody, for example, calls. Somebody is knocking the door. We don't say with plural. We say with singular. But we use the subject they and a plural form. For example, someone is knocking. Someone is knocking, aren't they? We use like this. Because here, they, because we say someone, we don't know male or female. I mean, if we just think we have these two things, male or female, we don't know which one. So we use they. And, in some cases, we're saying he slash she. If you have this, for example, in some sentences you want to talk about. So imagine, for example, he or she. Instead of that, you can say they. Or his or her, you can say them. And there are some things. Because we mean either man or woman. Someone called me, didn't they? Somebody is knocking the door. Somebody is, sorry, my bad. Somebody is knocking the door, aren't they? It is aren't. I should fix it. Somebody is knocking the door, aren't they? Everyone works on Monday. Mondays again, S. Don't they? So everyone works on Mondays, don't they? And no one wants to help me, do they? Here we have a negative main clause. No one wants. This is negative. No one wants to help me. So positive. Do they? Here, let's talk about things. Something, anything, nothing, everything. So these subjects don't directly state what the subject is. The previous one was who, this is what, because we talk about things. The verb followed by these subjects are singular, again. But we use the subject it, because for things we don't have male or female, something like this. We use it and a singular form. When we say it, we use a singular form. For example, something is happening now, isn't it? Nothing has been stolen, has it? Has been stolen, has it? Negative main, nothing has been stolen. So that has a negative meaning. Everything is okay, isn't it? For example, anything could be done, couldn't it? Anything could be done, couldn't it? We can say. Now let's talk about ain't and in it. Okay, these are some slangs and some colloquial English that we can say. We use, Americans or British people use. So let me make it, put it here. So in American English, ain't plus subject is used for all negative tag form. We cannot use in positives, just negative. For example, I'm reading a book, ain't I? You can swim, ain't you? We will move to Canada next year, ain't we? She had worked as an engineer before she ran her real estate company, ain't she? Instead of saying, for example, am I not? Aren't you? Can't you? Doesn't she? Don't you? Don't they? Something like this, had you, had she, like this. You can just say ain't and your subject. For example, the first one, I am reading, ain't I? You can swim, ain't you? It's like this. In British English, in it is the shortened form of isn't it. However, we can use in it with no subject, not like ain't. We say ain't and subject, but in it just alone. In it. For almost all negative, again, tag forms. He is an engineer. In it. Isn't he? They can speak Chinese. In it. They can speak Chinese. Can't they? And the famous one is Tuesday. British form, they say it's very famous. It's Tuesday. In it. But also, let me tell you, ain't is also used in British English. You can see some people say ain't, because that's very easy, very simple. You can say anything not, you can change it to ain't. But in it is commonly used in British English, and Americans, they don't normally say in it. But we've seen that British people using ain't, but not vice versa. In it for American English, but these are something we can use in our tag questions, and you know that they make it even more informal. Maybe you say he is an engineer, isn't he? It's like more formal, But here you say in it is like more informal. Even though we use this here, next one we have. Don't make this mistake. Wait, many students use capital letters for tag form, which is wrong. He is a teacher, isn't he, with small I, not capital. Not isn't with capital, no. Small letters, not capital letters. They can swim, can't they? Many students sometimes don't use contractions, which is wrong. Okay, you should say Jack is a singer, isn't he, not is not he. We don't say is not. It has to be contracted in the contracting form. Your father used to play chess, didn't he? Not did not, no. Didn't. Here. The grammar question, the tag question or question tag is an informal grammar topic. Therefore, it is not appropriate to use it in formal occasions. However, we can use tag questions in formal occasions, but we'd better not. Also, if you don't know the grammar had better, I have a video actually on YouTube. You can watch it to talk about had better. There's a video, you can watch it. And universal tags. Okay. As I told you just now, this grammar is informal. But you can make it even more informal, like super informal, with your friends, with your besties, like this. So there are some tags that make your sentences very informal. For example, right, yeah, okay, or okay, I mean writing different type. Ha, something like this. You like music, right? You like music, don't you? You like music, in it? You like music, ain't you? You like music, right? Different ways to say. Be quiet, okay? We can say like this. Let's go to the park. Instead of saying shall we, say let's go to the park. You can swim, right? For example, you're asking him, you can swim, right? We use nothing after the subject. That's the point. I'm not saying right you, okay you, I don't know. We, no. Right, okay, right, anything. No subject after that. Just like in it. It's like this. Alright. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe. And you can get the PDF for free on my website, www.englishwithnimafar.com. Head over to my website, then go to the PDFs page. Make sure to check other pages too. PDFs page, and you can download it in under section of mini grammars. Yes, YouTube mini grammars, something like this, and you can download the PDF for free.